Well, good morning. Today is Friday, April 5th, but I wanted to do the video before I left to go see Mary because I'm tired of doing it in the car all the time. I like to listen to music. Not that you guys are not keeping me company in the car, but I like to listen to my music too while I'm driving. But anyway, we have one birthday today. Today is Lisa Short's birthday, so Lisa, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great, great birthday. And we have one anniversary, and it's a big one. Bill and Sue Kolbeck, Kolbeck, 56 years. 56 years, that's a long time. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary. 56 years, that's really good. Mary was having a little bit of issues yesterday. She was hallucinating. They figured out that it's something to do with her liver. They readjusted her medication. I did talk to her this morning because Christy's there right now. I'm relieving Christy, and then Denise is going to relieve me, and then Mike is going to relieve Janice. We've got a little rotation going. But there's somebody with her all the time, always. But what was I going to say? Oh, so anyway, I got in there and Denise had said, she said, well, we already talked to the nurse. They've done some blood work because they're going to check it because she's kind of hallucinating. And I go, hallucinating? She said, look over there and then in the corner, because she's in a 2-bedroom room, but she's the only one in there. It's a new facility. It's almost, I don't know how long it's been there, not very long. There's only 75 patients on the first floor, and each room only has one patient in it. So they, rather than combine them all, they all have their own rooms. So it's kind of nice, but the person's chair, they had like their stuff there, and Mary kept thinking there was a witch sitting on the chair, so we had to take the curtain and wrap it around the chair so she wouldn't see it. And then she kept thinking Denise had a beard, and she kept telling Denise she needed to shave her beard. And then I was sitting there, and she said, I didn't know you had a cat. And I said, well, I don't. And she says, well, then why did you bring your cat with you? And I go, what are you talking about? She says, the cat you have sitting on your shoulder. I said, Mary, there's no cat sitting on my shoulder. She says, I see a cat very clearly. And I said, I know you see it very clearly, Mary, but there's no cat. But you know what? If it's bothering you, I'll have her go out for a walk. And she says, yes, it's bothering me. So I put the cat down so the cat could leave. But she's doing better today. So it was something with her liver levels. And so they readjusted it with medication, and so she's fine today. So they're going to keep an eye on that, obviously. But it was a nice visit yesterday. I stayed about 3.5 hours. Took her about an hour and a half to eat. She's very slow, very determined. She doesn't want any help. So I'm abiding by her wishes. So she's getting a little bit stronger each day. Today she's got group therapy. So I'm trying to plan, that's why I'm doing it here before I leave, because I was just getting ready to leave, and Christy said, no, she's going in for group therapy for an hour. And so I said, okay, because I'm not going to go sit in there with that. So we did that, and then Bertie and I went to our meeting last night. We haven't been in a month. It was like we were destined to go, because neither one of us really wanted to go. We were just kind of thinking about going or whatever. And then I said, no, we really should go. We haven't been. I said, I'm not going to be able to go next Thursday because I'm doing Danny's birthday. And she says, well, I'm not going to be able to go the following Thursday because she's got some kind of a appointment with for Ron, her husband. No, not her husband. They're not married. They live together. But they were married at one point. They got divorced, and now they're back together. But they're not getting married again. But since they got divorced and got back together, they've been back together now 10 years, 12 years, something like that. So whatever they're doing, it's working. So anyway, they consider themselves a married couple. Probably in Michigan, I think we have common law after 7 years. I think they're considered legally married. But anyway, Ron has to have not bypass. Is it bypass? He's got to have some surgery to repair a valve that they already repaired 10 years ago. And they put a pig's valve in, and now it's kind of like needs to be replaced. So they're going to put another valve in. And she has an appointment with the surgeon on the 18th. So she's not going to go to that meeting. Anyway, so we went to our meeting, and I felt that our leader was kind of sad. She just kind of looked out of sorts for some reason, and she sounded miserable. And I asked her, I said, are you just getting over a cold, or you have a cold? And she says, no, I don't, it's sinuses. I just have sinus issues right now. That's all it is. And I said, oh, that's too bad. She says, but I'm not contagious or anything like that. So I said, okay. So then when she was doing her meeting, Bertie and I sat down. Bertie gained 0.2. Whoop-de-ding. She should have went pee before she got weighed, and she would have stayed the same. I said on Joan's video last night that I thought I gained 1.2. I was looking at my tracker today. The lady told me I gained 1.2, but on my tracker it says 1.6. So I'm going to go by what the tracker says because I think that's what's in the books. But she did tell me 1.2. So I don't know what the deal was. But anyway, for a whole month, considering that I eat when I get stressed, I know there's no such thing as a stress eater, but when I'm stressed, I eat. I think for 4 weeks, only gaining 1.6 is not too bad. It's not good that I gained. I'm not trying to make excuses for gaining, but I really thought I was going to gain like 3 or 4 pounds. I really thought so. So I'm fine with the 1.6. But anyway, so we were sitting there, and then Bertie said, she says, well, I don't know that I'm going to come anymore. She said, because she says, I went a whole month, I only gained 0.2. It's like, I'm kind of wasting my time coming, and, like, it's just, I don't know. And I said, no, I says, well, I'm paid, have a contract until July, so I know I'm going to come till July. I got to pay it anyhow. And she says, so she says, well, no, I pay month to month. And I said, well, I know, Bertie, but you signed a contract, because I remember that because I tried to get the same contract you had, but I didn't have the same contract because you got a better deal than me because you signed for a longer contract. And she says, well, yeah, that's right. I signed up till November. I says, they're going to take the money out for till November, whether you quit or not. They're going to take that money no matter what because you signed a contract. So, you might as well just go if you're going to go. And so she said, well, yeah, that's true. If I got to pay, I got to pay. I might as well go. And so I said, yeah, I feel the same way. I'm going to still go and whatever. So she came and she gave the meeting, and it was so not her. It was just like a corporate meeting, if I could put it it was just strange. And then even everything she said, according to Weight Watchers, I have to tell you this. And then she'd go into this little spiel. And according to Weight Watchers, I got to show you this. And she says, according to Weight Watchers, I have to have, so everybody to get out their phones and get the app. And then she was showing us the new changes on the app and that. And then she got all done with that. And usually she's really like, how's your week and how you doing and blah, blah, all that, which she did do a little bit at the beginning. But she just seemed off. She just really seemed off. And then when she got all done, she let us know that was her last meeting, that today she was going to put in her notice. She said because she doesn't like the direction that the company is going in. She doesn't like that she can't be her. She has to be Weight Watchers type of thing. I know it probably makes no sense, but you can be Weight Watchers and be yourself and still show the program, but she didn't. Like when she started, she said it was more about your health, how you ate proper foods, how you ate not processed foods. And she says, and now they're drifting towards you can eat processed foods as long as you take the shots and stuff like that, which she does not believe in. So she was just going on and on about, that. And then she says she thinks that it's going to go the European way. And so somebody said, well, what is that? And she says, I can't go into it. It's not allowed. But, she says they have a different program than us. I have no idea. I've never really researched what's different between the American program and the European program. But she said that the company is going in a whole other direction in the next few months. And with everybody leaving, like when Oprah jumped ship, they lost like $1 million in stocks in one day. And it's just, so she told us that was her last day, that she wasn't going to do it. So it was kind of destined that Bertie and I did go, so we at least got to say goodbye. When I started on December 31st, 2016, when I walked in the door, she was the lady, the leader, the guide, whatever you want to call her, that signed me in and did my prep and everything at the beginning. And then she switched off and on. There was like 2 leaders that did the meetings. Like one week she would do it, and another week another leader would do it. And her other one's name was Denise. And between Denise and Sue, I lost 96 pounds with their guidance. And it was like so supportive. It was I had so much fun going. I enjoyed the meetings. I really loved everything about it. And then I left after 2020, they closed everything down. And then I thought I could do it at home. And slowly but surely, I gained back almost 60 pounds. And then I decided to go, one day I just decided to go back to Weight Watchers. I just decided I was going to join and do the meetings. And so I walked in the door, and as soon as I walked in the door, her name is Sue. Sue was behind the counter, and she said, Sandy, I have not seen you in years. Hopefully you're going to join my meeting because I've missed you. Okay, she hasn't seen me in 4 years. I know I am not the only member when she's there like 5 or 6 days a week, and I don't know, there's probably 20 or 30 in each class. So of all the hundreds and hundreds of people that she's dealt with over the years, that she remembered me, just showed how much dedication she had to this program and to the people that were going to the program. And I started losing my weight again, and I'm getting my gumption back that I really wanted to lose weight. Now, granted, I've been struggling a lot for the past year, but I really just started going back to the meetings a couple months ago. And I think the fact that I missed a whole month, had all this stress in my life, that she was playing her voice was playing in my mind, reminding me that, you don't have to turn to food. Maybe you turn to food this time, but you don't have to turn to food every single time. And even though it was a gain, 1.6, for a whole month, I really do think that she hit home with me in some regard, that I just knew that I am so worth it. I am so worth taking care of myself and taking care of my health. If people need shots, that's fine. If people want to take shots, that's fine. If you want to go on whatever program, whatever works for you, I've always said that's fine. But that's not why I joined Weight Watchers. If I wanted to lose weight by taking a shot, I would have went to the doctors. I would have asked for that. Some people get bariatric surgery. It's not for me. Kim, and a girl on her phone, had that, and it works for her. It does work for her. She had to go to a doctor, not Weight Watchers. She went to a doctor. So, I just think that if you find a plan that works for you, then stick with that. And Sue has found out that the plan that Weight Watcher has is not working for her, and she can't pass it on to other people because she doesn't feel in good faith it's the right thing to do. And so I respect her for that decision. So, like I said, I loved her so much, and I'm going to miss her so much, that when I was leaving, I gave her a hug. And if you watch my channel, you know I do not give out hugs. They are very hard for me to do. Somebody has to really touch my heart for me to willingly go out and hug you. I'll accept hugs. And let's not, but I prepare, but very, very, very few times will you see me initiate a hug. I hug my grandchildren and I hug my husband, like that. But that's just different than hugging just like a stranger or something like that. But I am going to miss her so much. And so when we got in the car, Bertie said, she says, well, we'll give another leader a chance. I said, well, why don't we do it we'll weigh ourselves before we go on our cruise. We'll go to a meeting before we go on our cruise. And then when we get back, because we're coming back on a Thursday, the first Thursday in May, I said, we'll go for the whole month of May, no matter who they have, and give them a whole month's tryout. And if at that point we decide, then maybe we'll look for another leader, or maybe we'll just try to do it on our own again. I don't know what we're going to do, but my leader, Sue, is definitely going to be missed. It's just, I like the people that were there. It was like the whole place was packed. It was just because she's such an inspiration. And I'm just kind of curious to see how many of those same people are going to stay, because she was something special. She really was something special, and she will be missed. But so I'm going to go to see Mary. I'm going to go to my nephew's 50th birthday party tonight. Oh my God, I remember him being born, obviously, because I'm older than 50. But I was just 50. I mean, I know I say this all the time, but when I look at my children and I still think of them as my children. And Jimmy's going to be 52 this year. Danny's 46. No, he's 40. No, he's still 46. He'll be 47 next on the 18th. Christy is 43. I mean, I remember that it wasn't that long ago that I was that age. So, never think that you're too old or too young. I guess this probably makes no sense, because even though I'm 73, I don't think of myself as 73. I still think of myself as being 50. So I think as long as you have that young spirit around you, you're gonna stay young. You really are. But I have a little point that I want to point out, a little tip, I guess, to point out. I bought him a really nice card. It's hard to believe you're turning 50. And it plays a song. But behind it had all the envelopes. All the envelopes had all the cards and all the envelopes. They were all there. So I'm going to put some money in the card, obviously. So I put the card in the envelope that was supplied behind it, and look, it doesn't fit. So my tip to you is make sure you put the card in the envelope before you purchase it. And I thought, well, maybe it's because I bought a bunch of cards and they don't fit. All the other cards fit in their envelopes. This card wouldn't fit in any of the other envelopes. So I'm going to have to tape it shut. Hopefully, yeah, just barely make it that I can tape it shut because I don't want the money to fall out. So anyway, I got to get going. I got to go see Mary. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we will talk again tomorrow. See you then.